Yes, friends. Welcome back to another inning of Crowned, a Smell Baseball podcast. I'm your host, the one and only Mr. Baseball. Today we head to the fall of 1923, the birth year of a cathedral, the rise of a dynasty, and the crowning of a ghost who finally found his glory. This is the story of the 1923 World Series, a Bronx tale of vengeance, redemption, and new beginnings. April 18, 1923, Yankee Stadium opens its gates for the very first time. They called it the house that Ruth built. And oh, did Babe give it his blessing, smashing a 3-run home run on opening day in front of more than 70,000 fans. It wasn't just the new stadium, it was a declaration. The Yankees, no longer tenants of the Giants at the Polo Grounds, had a home of their own and a vendetta to settle. Just a year earlier, in the 1922 World Series, the Yankees were embarrassed, manhandled by their landlords, the New York Giants. But this year, the Pinstripes were out for blood. The Giants were the reigning kings, managed by the fiery John McGraw. Old school, no nonsense, full of spit and strategy. The Yankees, they were the upstarts, brash, booming with power, and at the center of it all, George Herman Ruth. But this time, the Babe wasn't alone. Manager Miller Huggins had quietly built a formidable roster. Bob Musial, slick with the bat. Wally Pipp, yeah, that Wally Pipp, still holding down first base. And a young second baseman named Tony Lazzeri, still waiting in the wings. But it was pitcher Herb Pennock, newly acquired from the Red Sox, who would become a surprise hero. The series begins. Game 1, Wednesday, October 10th, 1923. 55,307 attend. The duration of the game is 2 hours and 4 minutes. The first World Series game at Yankee Stadium. Casey Stengel hits the first ever World Series home run at Yankee Stadium. Winning run. Solo shot in the top of the ninth. Babe Ruth is 1 for 4. The Giants win 5-4, lead the series 1-0. Game 2, Thursday, October 11, 1923. 40,402 attend at the Polo Grounds. The duration of the game is 2 hours and 7 minutes. Hall of Famer Herb Pennock pitches a complete game. Babe Ruth goes 2 for 4 with 2 home runs. Irish Musial goes 2 for 4 with a home run for the Giants. The Yankees win 4-2. They even the series at 1. Next game, Game 3, Friday, October 12th, 1923. 62,430 attend. The duration of the game is 2 hours and 7 minutes. Art Neff pitches a complete Game 6-hit shutout. Casey Stengel goes 2 for 3. It's his second World Series home run at World Stadium. The first 2 World Series home runs at Yankee Stadium. The Giants win 1-0 and lead the series 2-1. Game 4 switches back to the Polo Grounds. Saturday, October 13th, 1923. 46,302 attend. The duration of the game is 2 hours and 31 minutes. Leadoff hitter Whitey Witt goes 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. Babe Ruth goes 1 for 3, 2 walks and 2 runs. Both teams with 13 hits. The Yankees win 8-4, evening the series at 2. Game 5 is played on Sunday, October 14th, 1923, at Yankee Stadium. 62,817 attend. The duration of the game is 1 hour and 55 minutes. Bullet Joe Bush pitches a complete Game 3 hitter. Joe Dugan goes 4 for 5 with a home run and 3 RBIs, scores 3 runs. Bob Musial, the aforementioned Irish Musial's brother, goes 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. The Yankees get their first World Series win ever at Yankee Stadium, 8-1, and they lead the series 3-2. Before we go on to Game 6, let's look at Game 2 a little bit back, and let's reflect on Babe Ruth. He had 2 homers in Game 2. One of them was so deep, it felt like it might have landed somewhere near Albany. The Babe was more than a slugger now. He was a star with a mission. In 1921 and 1922, he'd struggled in the postseason. Critics whispered, was Ruth just a regular season wonder? In 1923, he put all that to rest. He batted .368 for the series, had a .556 on-base percentage, 3 home runs, 6 runs batted in, and he played with something few had seen before, focus. This is a man trying to win, not just wow. So, we're on to Game 6. October 15th, the Yankees up 3-2. It's do or die for the Giants. Early on, the Giants jump ahead, but the Yankees claw back, a clutch hit by Bob Musial. And then late in the game, it's sad Sam Jones shutting the door. The final score, the Yankees 6, the Giants 4. Babe Ruth 1 for 3 with a walk, hits his 3rd home run of the series, and moves into the solo lead in career World Series home runs with 4. For the first time in franchise history, the Yankees were world champions, winning 4-2. You don't just remember 1923 because the Yankees won. You remember it because it was the first domino in a dynasty that would dominate baseball for the next century. From Ruth to Gehrig, from DiMaggio to Mantle, from Reggie to Jeter, it all starts here. Yankee Stadium was baptized in champagne and ticker tape. Ruth was no longer a cartoon, he was a king. And Miller Huggins, the quiet genius, finally got his crown. As for John McGraw and the Giants, they'd soon drift from the limelight and eventually from Manhattan to here in San Francisco. The 1923 World Series is more than a series. It's the start of something permanent. The Yankees became the Yankees. The game got bigger, the crowds got louder, and the Bronx became baseball's beating heart. So next time you hear the roar in the Bronx, remember it all started here, with Ruth, with Huggins, with 6 games and 1 crown. Until next time, folks, keep your cleats muddy, your glove oiled, and your eye on the ball. I'm Mr. Baseball, and this has been Crown.